Do you have a favorite? So when we're thinking about films, it's comprised of shots,
Yeah.
obviously. Do you have a favorite shot, like a go-to shot when you're exploring your own photography? Do you have when you're taking photos of buildings, do you have a particular go-to shot that you like to create?
That is a really good question. Honestly, something that I've noted, okay, it depends. Of course, when you're shooting portraits, it is something different, right? But something that I do really like doing, especially when shooting buildings, it's going from like upwards. I love how the buildings look like incredibly tall and huge because they are, right? But
Yeah.
it also gives us illusion of them being like even bigger, right? And that's something that you're going to see a lot in my photography, especially when it comes to buildings. I like to shooting buildings in an upward direction. I just like the way they look. It looks appealing to me. And also probably which other kind of shots? It just depends. I think I've never really thought of it, but I don't know. Sometimes I see a building or I see something and I try to go for multiple shots to see what actually fits better, or what actually looks better within a shot. And that's kind of like how I go around. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find a photo. So say this is one I took, what? It was Tuesday.
Ooh,
So something like that, where you're only getting the tops of the buildings. Is that what you're referring to?
kinda, yes, but I would be like even like next to the building, like next to that tall tower, like the
Uh-huh.
biggest tower. I would be like right into the corner in that street and I would like shoot up. Yeah.
So then something more,
That's more angular.
so you get closer to the building and do it.
Yes.
I took this one, was it yesterday?
Look kind of like this, like where I'm like actually like right
Okay.
by the building. I like those kind of shots. I don't know why, but I do. I think it looks pretty.
So something more like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a shot I noticed Scorsese used in Taxi Driver
Mhm.
is when music is being played,
Yeah.
it'll have like video of the buildings in New York, but from like the bottom up.
Yeah.
And I thought that looked cool.
It is cool, right? And it's also, I think it is a way to show how big the city is, like the greatness of the city in a way. Because I mean, when I think of New York, I've never been to New York, but when I think of it, I think of food and I think of like tall buildings. That's what I think of when I think of New York.
It's so photogenic.
That's why I want to go. Let's be honest, that's the goal. Take photos of every single building.